Let's talk about the natural minor scale. It's an awesome scale because it's actually the exact same notes as the major scale, just starting on a different scale degree, which makes it actually a different interval set from the first note on. But if we look at it in C, it's kind of easy to see on the keyboard because it's all white keys. That's C major, and then if I go down a minor third, we have A natural minor. And if we look at the interval structure, it goes as such. Major second, minor second, major second, major second, minor second, major second, major second. And you could play any natural minor scale using that interval structure. Another way to think of it is to compare it to the parallel major with accidentals. And this will give you a very, very concise numbering system. So A major can become A minor by flatting the third, flatting the sixth, and flatting the seventh. And now it becomes all the white keys. In other keys, it will be a combination of black and white keys, but it's always going to be true that it's 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. Those are two really good ways to learn how to play your natural minor scales. So the fingering for the natural minor in A is the same as the C major scale. We had the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we have the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the right hand. And the left hand is still standard fingering, like what I just showed you for the right hand. Now remember that when you're in the practice room, you want to practice the minor scales the same way you did the major scales. First, really running that right hand, and then really running that left hand, and only putting the hands together when you're really feeling confident and that you practice successes, not mistakes. So you might think to yourself, how do I get a larger range on the instrument? And what I'm going to show you is how you play a scale for more than one octave. If I'm doing my right hand, right here, I would play my fifth finger if I was going to stop. But because I want to keep going, I'm going to tuck my thumb under, and now I'm in position to play another octave. And then when I want to end, I use the fifth finger and come right back down, crossing over with 3. Now, very importantly, crossing over with 4, and then 3. The left hand, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's very important that you cross over with 4. And now 3. So again, remember, hand-separate practice many, many, many times. As you get more comfortable and more familiar, you can do 2 octaves, and then you'll be able to put it into tempo. So let's play 2 octaves of A natural minor with the metronome at 72. I'm going to play quarter notes. So let's talk about a scale that has non-standard fingering, F minor. Now again, we want to avoid the use of your thumb on a black key. So the right hand, just as in major, has the fourth finger on the B flat, and then you tuck under, and then you play the rest of the scale. The left hand is standard fingering in the major and even in the minor. These minor scales are used in many, many genres. You can find it in classical, you can find it in pop, on the radio, older stuff, all sorts of types of music use the minor scale. You can check out Levitating by Dua Lipa. You can check out My Funny Valentine by Lorenz Hart, and also a Stevie Wonder tune called All in Love is Fair.